The vast majority of the occurrences that we are involved in do not result in injury and do not require any kind of use of force, but sometimes it is unavoidable.
A man was injured after an altercation with the Winnipeg police outside of this CFS building Wednesday morning after police used 2 less lethal weapons to detain him. This marks the 3rd officer-involved incident in Winnipeg in the past week. Police were called to these offices at 222 Provencher Boulevard for a report of an agitated man trying to drag an adult woman outside of the building. Once officers arrived on scene, the man subsequently grabbed a sharp pencil and threatened to harm himself. After attempts from the tactical support team to de-escalate the situation failed, officers then fired foam rounds and a taser, which forced the individual to the ground. Police then handcuffed the 30-year-old, who only sustained minor injuries.
This call had a positive outcome. No one was seriously injured. But I can say that these types of calls are trending up in Winnipeg.
According to Winnipeg Police Chief Danny Smythe, the number of mental health calls have continued to grow since the beginning of the pandemic, outnumbering any other call for service.
You know, we're attending calls like this almost 21,000 times a year now. It's surpassed domestics, and that domestics used to always be the highest call for service that we would take.
Despite this recent number of officer-involved incidents, the vast majority of police interactions with the community do not result in force being needed.
About 0.33% of the calls that we attend, so less than 0.5% of the calls we attend, even require any type of use of force, and I'm not even talking about lethal force. So that's been consistent for many, many years.
As for whether the Winnipeg Police Service will consider adopting body cameras like other cities across the country, Smythe says he remains open to the idea.
It's a costly thing, no question about it. It's not a panacea to stop any of this necessarily, but it is a way for us to be more transparent and accountable for interaction that occurs daily.
The Independent Investigation Unit of Manitoba continues to investigate the incident. In Winnipeg, Kurt Black, City News.